Shalom, Kala, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. All praises and glories definitely do, especially in the times we're living in. Much honors and respects to the apostles and others of Great Millstone and to all the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. I say Shalom. All right, back for another quick 4-part lesson. I'm going to title it, The Least of the Flock Shall Draw Them Out. Okay? I may shorten that and just leave it the least of the flock. But anyway, let's get into this. All right, that quote is from Jeremiah 49:20. We'll go to that in a moment. All right. Just want to look at here the updates of things you can go to. Okay. To get updates here. Now, again, there's a lot of propaganda going on. Okay. There always is. All right. Like, again, whether it's, those devils, those Edomite devils out there, those Israelis, in America, calling, other nations terrorists when these Edomite devils are the real terrorists. Okay? And, I mean, you don't have to take my word for it. It's in the scriptures. It's in circular history. So it comes from the heavens. All right? He's totally exposed in the scriptures as well as condemned by the Heavenly Father. All right? So, and the Heavenly Father made him to be what he is. All right? The man of sin, the son of perdition, all right? Which means destruction. He's the harbinger of death. The Edomites, the nation of Edom, the so-called white man, all right? But again, I mean, whether you're going to hear it from Chris Hedges or whether, you hear it from Jane Fonda or whether you hear it from, what's her name? The other one. I forget what her name is. If it pops in my head, I'll give it to you. Anyway, let's get to this. Give me a minute. All right. This is Jeremiah 49:20. Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh. And it's Yahweh because you see the word Lord in all caps. That he have taken against Edom. See that? Against Edom. Just like you read Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, Son of Man, set thy face against Mount Seir, which is Edom, the nation of Edom, which is talking about America, Babylon the Great. All right? So, and set thy face against Mount Seir, right? So against Edom. You understand? What does the Lord say in Malachi 1:4? All right? That they shall build, but the Lord shall throw down. All right? And the Lord calls them the border of wickedness, whom the Lord hath indignation, which is righteous anger forever with. They're the people cursed to the Lord's judgment, that nation of people. All right? The so-called Idumeans, Edom, the Edomites, the so-called white man. And you read that in, Isaiah 34:5-6. And again, they have great judgment coming, people. And what you're witnessing is simply prophecy being fulfilled. Okay? It tells you in the book of Revelations, one woe is past. All right? The second woe is past. And the third woe cometh quickly, meaning World War III. Do you understand? All right? So therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he have taken against Edom. Right? And the Lord is going to bring what? Calamity, destruction upon these Edomites. All right? And we'll get to that in a moment. And his purpose is that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Teman, the German branch of the Edomites, okay? Surely the least of the flock, so it's talking about them, all right, shall draw them out. Who's the them? America. Did not America just send what? 4 aircraft carriers? Right? To Israel? Yes, they did. All right? And the Gerald Ford being among them. All right? That aircraft carrier. All right? So the least of the flock shall draw them out for what? For war. Right? So again, people, it's not yet. The end has not come yet. But the missiles are going to come. Whether you believe that or not, that's what's written in the scriptures. It is what the scriptures say, not what man says. All right? So, the least of the flock shall draw them out, draw out who? America, Babylon the Great, into World War III. All right? Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. You see that? All right? And again, you go here to 8. We scroll back up here and we go to 8. What does it say here? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the Dan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. All right? And if we go into the word calamity, what does it mean?
Strong's H 343. Aid. Aid.
Right, see? Distress, burden, calamity, right? You see, calamity of a nation, you see? The disaster of the wicked. Was not the earth given into the hands of the wicked? Job 9:24. And again, Malachi 1:4 tells you who that is. Esau, Edom. Also known as what? The Idumeans. That's the Greek translation of Edom, of the Edomites. The so-called white man. It was in 1681 he decided to call himself white to hide himself. All right? We'll be right back with part 2. Shalom.